Hey folks, welcome back to my time at Sandrock. Nia will be arriving today. I should go to the station to pick her up. Okay, this is our oldest friend from our hometown, coming out to visit after she heard about the water tower explosion. It should be interesting. Uh-oh, it's another blonde.
Well, look who it is. I've really missed you. Let me see. All right, you seem fine. That's a start. Have the sand bandits been caught yet? Were you scared back then? I mean, I think I would have been.
I'm fine, really.
I hope so. You know, if you're scared, you can tell me. I won't tease you too much. But seriously, if you need to talk about it, I'm here for you.
They haven't caught them yet.
What's taking them so long? Is this Logan guy really as nefarious and cunning as the papers say? I hope he gets caught soon. Phew, but it's great that you're all right. You don't know how relieved I am to see your face. And oh, look, I brought you a whole bunch of stuff. But take me to the famous Blue Moon Saloon first. I'm dying to try all that sand food. I'm absolutely starving. We can catch up while eating. I have so much to tell you.
Okay, so I guess Nia's gonna follow us around? Yes, all right. So, let's take her over to the... Well, real quick, I'll get Mabel her... Is it... Yeah, it's Mabel here, right? We'll get Mabel her frying pan since we completed that order. Get that done. And then we'll take Nia for breakfast or brunch. All right, here's your commission.
Thank you.
I'll do nicely. And then, do you have a recipe for me? Meat stuffed mushroom. Teach me. Okay, great. Sorry, Nia, I'm pretty busy here. I'm in huge demand as the most accomplished and talented builder in town, so I really needed to get that commission done.
Where there is darkness,
how do you guys justify using guns again?
Yeah, you can see here, every morning they have a meeting. Well, I don't know if it's every morning, but every, like, once or twice a week they have a meeting here outside the Blue Moon, and a lot of the townsfolk come and hang out. It's kind of interesting.
Let's do our part to help rebuild.
That's my friend Amira over there. Well, you might meet her later. Let's get that breakfast you were talking about.
Ooh, so this is yak milk. I thought it would be gross, but it's actually deliciously good. Huh, it's kind of crazy. The first time I travel outside of Highwind, and it's to Sandrock of all places. After you left, I often find myself wondering about you. How your work is going, how you're dealing with the sandstorms, if you're happy, and so on. In my mind, I kind of built you up as this hero, coming to save Sandrock. Silly, isn't it? Hey, don't laugh.
I mean, you're not wrong. A lot of the shit I've been doing here has been, like, pretty heroic. I fought off a Giegler bandit, like this giant lizard mutant king guy, and I've rebuilt several places that have been bombed by Logan. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of a big deal here.
I'm serious. I subscribe to the Tumbleweed Standard, and I keep seeing your name pop up. You fixed the moisture farm, beat the googlies, or whatever they're called, and even rebuilt a bridge. It's amazing. Your ma couldn't believe it. She kept saying, "Really? Our child?" Your pa even joked that there must be someone with the same name as you here. But they're really proud of you.
Yeah, well, to be honest, when I first came out here, I was kind of, you know, I was kind of looking for a chance to prove myself and kind of looked down on the people out here, but it turns out they're pretty good people. They're not hip or cool, but they are good. And they need someone like me. I've really kind of found my niche out here, Nia. I kind of think I belong here.
They're just not used to us doing grown-up stuff, I guess. You've always been kind of foolhardy, though. Always running into things before thinking. So I guess it kind of makes sense for them to feel that way, right?
I mean, I'm out here hustling every day, Nia, you know? Like, any paying job I can take, I can get. And, you know, I feel like I'm I feel like I'm doing well, and like there's something about this place. Like you wouldn't. I know. Don't make fun of me. Don't laugh at me. I know it's not Highwind, but it has its own charm here. I think part of it is that I just feel so dang useful and like talented here. Like everything I do is important to somebody. In the city, I was just one of like 1,000 builder drones, but out here, I'm kind of the star of the show.
When you talk like that, it makes you sound so mature. You've really changed, you know. I mean, you're still you, but there's this air of reliability now. I guess I can't call you the idol master anymore.
No, I've been working my buns off.
Maybe when I finish school, I should also go somewhere else and expand my horizon. But I don't know. I tend to get lonely by myself. I'll probably be homesick by the second week.
Well, come out here and join us in Sandrock. We could always use another botanist.
Us? You're already becoming a Sandrocker. Now you're all pistols and howdies, right? Look, I'm only staying in Sandrock for 3 days. Then I have to go back and take an exam. I have a little request, though. Can you show me around town? I'd really appreciate the company. Oh, by the way, now that I'm finally here, anything you want to ask me?
We know we've gotten letters from home. I think you'd be more interested in her botany studies. She's mentioned her master and trying to save a plant and a couple other things in her letters. How are your studies?
My studies are going really well, actually. I'm working like crazy to keep my grades up, though.
I guess she's younger than us, so like maybe we were 8 and she was 7 or 6 when we met, and we became best friends around the neighborhood that we lived in back in the city, and just became friends and stayed friends throughout our education, maybe?
Hey, are you growing any crops? I almost forgot that you're doing desert planting, right? It's so interesting. It uses completely unorthodox techniques. That's kind of what I'm studying at the moment. Unconventional farming methods.
Yeah, it's actually really strange. It's almost like a magic spell or a ritual. It's very odd. It doesn't make any sense according to the laws of physics or science, but if you make a square of straw around a square of soil, it suddenly becomes able to support life. It's very odd.
Professor Law, my master, is a lead researcher on these methods. Like, how can you increase yield and growth under the same conditions? Or even bringing crops back to life? But, his methods are still under development, so I'm bound to secrecy. Which reminds me, where is the moisture farm in Sandrock? I've heard a great many things about it, so I'm curious. If you're free tomorrow, could you go with me to take a look? Please, pretty please, with an apple cherry on top.
Yeah, I don't think that's a problem. I mean, you're only in town for 3 days. We're going to spend a lot of time with you. How are my parents? Like, Mom sends letters, and she's always talking about me and, like, offhand references to Dad, like he's some sort of pet that she keeps. But how are they actually doing?
They're doing really well. You don't have to worry. When I'm around, they talk about you and Sandrock all the time. They kept wondering if you're making any new friends or getting enough sleep or eating enough. I think they really miss you. Speaking of, your ma wrote a letter. You haven't gotten it yet? Wow, I really got here that fast. Oh, so I have one more question to ask. I finally get to gossip with you. Are you in love? Anyone you met in Sandrock that you like? Or maybe someone likes you?
So obviously we have the option to initiate a romance here with Nia. I guess she'll stay for a visit and then maybe come back later. But we already have Amira as a friend that we're not romantically interested in, despite the fact that she's attractive, and this Nia girl is obviously pretty cute, but I think trying to juggle 2 girls at once is enough for Max. But she wants to gossip, so I'm incredibly popular, actually.
Really? You're serious? Wow, you have really changed. I've never seen you this confident, I guess. Well, I'm gonna graduate soon, so who knows? Maybe I'll be able to find love too. Oh, we got so caught up in talking, I completely forgot to give you your presents. Besides what your parents brought you, I brought you a couple as well. All right, I think we've talked enough already. Let's eat up. I think I'm gonna hit the hay a little early tonight. All right, you go do your builder stuff. I'm gonna get some rest.
Okay. So yeah, I think that establishes, as canon for this playthrough at least, that And Max here sees Nia as a best friend slash little sister, maybe. I don't think he's gonna harbor any romantic feelings for her. No doubt she's cute, but I think, you know, he doesn't have the metagame knowledge that she's gonna probably move here, that she's a romantic option, so I don't think he sees her that way. I think she's in the same category as Amira, a very dear friend. Someone who gets him the way a lot of people didn't back in the city. And somebody that he cares about, even more maybe than his own, like, self-aggrandizement, his self-mythologizing of being the greatest builder of all time or whatever. But yeah, I think trying to juggle Mian and Grace is enough. Let's not add a third girl to the list. We have a letter from City Hall. Dear Max, it seems my time as acting mayor is coming to an end. Expect to get info about fireside chats and other updates from Mayor Trudy from now on. Tomorrow we'll be having a fireside at the usual time to welcome her back and hear about her adventures in the desert. Hope you'll make it. May the light always find you, Minister Matilda. All right, that's all well and good. If we look at the calendar today, all right, so we've got the fireside reminder for tomorrow. Nothing for today, so we can do whatever we'd like. Let's start with our normal builder routine. We'll collect up the dew and whatever we had on the drying rack. Is there anything else we can put on here? I could make some dried sandakuda. I forgot that I had a lot of that to make. Yeah, let's get some of these. These are like 36 stamina, I think. And there's occasionally requests for them as well. So that's worth checking out. All right, over here, got a bunch of bronze. Now, what do we want to be making here? Got 56 copper and 61 bronze. Yeah, we need steel, manganese steel, and chromium steel. I don't know if bronze still lasts for a bit. Manganese steel. And we'll make some chromium as well. And we kind of want these running non-stop, as long as we're going to have to get more iron ore today, but we need these running like non-stop. We need a big-ass stockpile of these. Hold on, I didn't actually start that. Okay, now then. The forging machine, we don't use this a lot. I guess we could make another frying pan to give to Grace, because we just gave away our last one. That uses 3 bronze and 1 copper stick. Alright, we'll just make one for now. At the blender... Health, endurance, health... What is this? I think this is like electric or paralysis protection. We got 21 flour, but we also harvested a bunch of wheat, so why don't we get some flour going here? Seems fine. At the civil recycler, what do we have a lot of? Not much. Looks like plastic scrap. We gathered some of that out in the desert. We can get to work on that. We can finish off the fine wood scrap. Marble slabs here. All right. What else do we want? We've got 9 hardwood planks. I feel like having 6 of everything is kind of enough. I just tend to build a lot more. Looks like we don't have any cast iron rods. We're low on steel. So I'll just build 4 of these for now. Some petrified wooden boards. What else can we build? Petrified wooden sticks. Alright, let's get those going. Over here at the tailoring machine, we made some rough cloth. We've got most of this stuff. A hemp carpet? What does this do? Looks like these are not really... They don't really give you... Huh. I can't tell if these would give me values or not. Like, stats. Rescue team hat is item level 25. That's apparently the highest level stuff we can make. Desert Defender's kind of cheap. A Yakmel doll. Goggles. Canvas. Animal skin carpet. I don't know. We've planted some jute, so we'll have more of that later. For right now, we'll leave the tailoring machine alone. Over here at our civil grinder, we made some copper gears. We have a fair amount of copper. So we're low on copper pipes, copper wire, bronze pipes. Let's get 5 or so copper pipes going. Okay. Now, with all those machines running, we got to check our fuel and our water. Okay, water's fine. Fuel, we've got some dregs, so that's fine. Yeah, I don't really need to do anything here. How are we doing with the trees? So, a day and 8 hours for more coffee and tea. 7 more days until the chestnuts are grown. 7 days until the cantaloupes are grown. Looks like we wrapped up these wheat seeds, so let's harvest them. All right, after wheat, what do we want? You know, we could grow some more rose willows. I don't see a problem with that. Eventually, someone's going to need them. Right? So sooner or later, well... Alright, that doesn't need water, neither does that. That could use some water. As could this. Alright, there we go. Alright, that takes care of general maintenance. We gotta do inventory management. Alright, let's... Okay, let's take care of that. Let's get rid of the throwing rocks. And we'll put Mr. Teddy back. We got a copper pot to give Grace. This facial cream to give someone. And what do we want to give to Mian? She likes... buildery related stuff. But not like... she doesn't seem to like bronze. She likes... what did we give her that she liked? We gave her a chromium bar, but I don't really want to do that. What do we have that we've made of steel? That's manganese steel. Do we have some kind of material I've made out of steel here? Iron plate? Alright, let's give her an iron plate and see if she likes it. If we run into her. Okay, so we got gifts and things to hand out. Let's take a look at our mission log. We have to wait for Bogan Jack to repair. So, alright, we actually don't have any quests right now, so we can take a look at what's available on the map. There's a little something, Whisper of the Heart, outside City Hall. There's something going on with Mort up here. There has been for a while. I don't know what, it's like we finished something. I don't know what to make of that. Let's go to City Hall. Then we'll check on Mort, and then we'll probably take on some commissions for the day. Let's take Lickety out. Give him some pets first. And then let's go for a ride. I wonder if they're selling other animals now. Now that the season has changed. Wait, was Banjo wearing something? Didn't we make feet for him, or was that the captain? He likes fish, I remember that, but I think we gave away all our fish. Fried rice? Oh, we have one lungfish left. Alright, we'll give that to him. There's an event over here. Let's see what this is.
The Open Architectural Competition has... something, blah, 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 chosen its winners.
Hey, down in front! If you must stand in the way, at least read out all the details. Is Heidi on there?
Slow down there, friendo. Reading is a process meant to be enjoyed, savored even. Anyway, as I was saying, something. The following architects stood out among...
For the love of all that is texturized, will you just get on with it, man?
Fine, dude. I'll just look for... Oh, hey, here she is. Number 1, Heidi.
Oh my gosh. Heidi? At the very top of the list? And there she is. Look out. Hot stuff coming through. Look, Heidi, you've won the first round of this competition, which means you've basically won the whole thing already. Congratulations. Let's celebrate. And prepare.
Oh, howdy, folks.
You do have an outfit for the award ceremony, don't you? Of course you don't. Don't worry. I already have multiple options prepared for just such an occasion. And when you go up on stage to accept your award, first, thank the light, then your parents, then moi, your inspiration, and then really stick it to the haters. Everyone who told you you'd never be anybody. Look at me now.
Sounds like that's your dream, Pablo.
Look at you now. You know what I mean. Then quickly segue back into something positive, smile, thank the light again, and scene.
Yo, Heidi, check it out. Here it says, if you win, you get a bunch of money. Like a bunch. What are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do with the money, Heidi?
Oh, I don't know. It's not cash. It's money for a project.
She's so uncomfortable she turned invisible.
Well, if you don't want it, can I have it?
Cheer up, girl. I've never seen someone so upset to win a competition they themselves signed up for.
You're right. I should be excited. Just... maybe the pressure is getting to me. I better go for a walk.
Okay.
That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the curse of the perfectionist. Even winning isn't enough for our dearest Heidi. How tragic. Every ounce of beauty she pours into this tedious world of ours is a gasp of pain sighing out through her fingertips. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the vast reverence of it all.
So true. Yeah, I should probably go too. See ya.
Heidi seems oddly upset. Maybe I should go check on her. Yeah, I think that's fair. Let's see where she is right now. Down at the Oasis?
Oh, shucks. Did I hit you with that? I'm sorry. I was gonna pick it up, too. Honest. Hey, just, feels a little better to crumple them up and toss them, you know?
Everything okay?
Oh, yeah. Peachy keen. I always celebrate my wins by scribbling wildly into my notebook. Alright. Yeah, I guess I am a bit nerve-wracked. Okay, so here's the condensed version of the conundrum. So I see this notice go out. Architecture competition. I check the grant money. It's a lot. Hosted by the Vincent Design Institute, and I think I know exactly what those prudes are into. I bet I can win this thing. And you know, in Sandrock, we're always hurting for funds, so I went for it. I used everything in my arsenal to churn out some fancy-looking nonsense I knew they would go bananas for.
You know what? This town could use the money, so whatever it takes to win is fine. Like, I get that you're feeling conflicted, but bring that money to Sandrock.
Yeah, right? That money could go a long way here. But that's not what I'm upset about anyway. What's got me stressed out is, well, guess who's the main judge for the competition?
Your old master Verna.
Master Verna! I thought she'd be too busy to oversee something like this. So, I was excited. But, well, sure enough, no sooner than I see my name in the paper, I take a peek in my mailbox. And here, have a look for yourself. I thought we'd made peace with me coming home. But now she's clamoring to bring me back and, she's just so pushy, you know?
Let's read the letter real quick. The real you is back. I saw your submission for our competition, and I didn't even have to look at the name. I'd recognize that style, that fluidity, that effortless complexity that can only come from you in a heartbeat, Heidi. I'm sitting here in my office, champing at the bit as I wait for your final submission. Sandrock has tied your talents for far too long, dear. It's time for you to cut loose and break free. Be that deconstructivist madwoman you always wanted to be. And the moment after you win this competition, please, I beg of you, come back to Atara. Vance Design Institute, Vina. I thought her name was Vera.
I feel like me being in this competition, it's like I'm proving her right somehow. With all this hanging over me, I can't concentrate. Couldn't win this thing even if I wanted to. And should I even keep catering to her like this?
Yeah. So there's a couple of options here. Be true to yourself. Don't let her get you down. Tough call, but it is a lot of money. Or just win the money and ghost her. I mean, I think Max's more mercenary side is thinking this third option. But I think to really empathize with her, he has to go with option B here.
Well, you run into this kind of thing in your line of work too, yeah? I mean, do you really think I should design a fancy schmancy looking building just to win the competition? Is that something we need in Sandrock? Expensive and impractical?
It's not that we need it, but maybe it improves tourism and it brings more talent to the town. It puts our name on the map. And besides, why not? A win's a win.
Well, if we go too hard on the bells and whistles, lax, the upkeep on the place is going to be nuts. We'll spend more keeping it intact than it costs to build it in the long run.
I mean, that's a good point.
So that means even if I win, we lose. I don't need to try to win this thing at all. That settles it then. I'm going all in on my own design. Something we really need in Sandrock. That'll send a message. And who knows? Maybe some of the other judges will even get behind me. I mean, my sand protection tech is nothing to shake a stick at. All right. I've got a vision now. One quick lap around town to get the juices flowing, and I'll get cracking. Thanks. Talking it out with you really helped.
Well, I'd go with, but Grace has been asking for my attention for the entirety of this conversation, so...
Sure thing. I'll just be wandering around for a bit. Come find me if you have any ideas you want to share.
All right. Let's check in with Grace. We'll chat with her.
Based on the compilation of my observation notes,
Right. It's not that I don't love the sound of your voice, dear, but you've said that 15 times. Let's give her the... Didn't we make a frying pan? Oh. We don't... I didn't bring it. Yeah, let's hold off on that and make sure we give her something she likes. I'm pretty sure we had a... I just fell in the oasis. I'm pretty sure we had a frying pan. Or no, we gave it away and scheduled another one to be built. Right. So she likes the copper pot too, if it isn't done. Looks like it is done, so we'll snatch this up. There we go, 2 frying pans. I don't know why I made 2, but let's head back and see if we can catch her before she disappears. So is that where she is when she's not working? She's at the oasis? Maybe that's where she hangs out during the day. If that's the case, it might be easier to find her in the future, so... Yeah, okay, here she is. Come here, girl. I got you a present. Alright, so we're gonna gift her the frying pan. One of the 2.
this gift is great.
Plus 17. Very nice. And then we'll play 3 rounds of Critter with her. Alright, let's see. Let's open with an elephant. That's a win. Then we'll open with another elephant. That's a second win. Okay. We'll go a third elephant. That's a loss. And... I mean, she probably expects me to play another elephant, so we'll play a cat and hope for a mouse. Okay, it's a draw. Alright, open with elephant. That's a win. Then we'll go into elephant again. That's a loss. Let's go elephant again. Wow, damn. And let's go elephant a third time. I lost. Okay. Can I win? Let's open with an elephant. Okay. She's played a lot of mouse after elephant. Let me go... Well, but she's played cat too. Let me go fox here. No. Okay. Mouse on elephant? No. Okay. Full draw? Ah, she kicked my ass. All 3 games. Only plus 5. Too bad. All right. So what are we doing right now? Let's see. Whispers of the Heart. Talk to her when you have some time. Ah, okay. So I do need to like wander around town with her then. Okay. Well, I mean, Grace was like asking for it, right? She was like wandering in and out of our field of view nonstop. So I kind of had to do something with her. Okay. Oh, you can stay here for a second. You can go home, boy. All right. Let's see if we can wander around town with her like she asked and help her out. Justice has something to say? Some folks just got too much money. 20K on pet shoes? Come on. I wish I had cash to burn on something so... I mean, thanks for the pet shoes, Max. They look great. Captain loves them. Probably not, right? Hey, Banjo. Oh, we already spoke to you today. Okay, cool. Heidi. All right, I took care of my business, I guess. What is it? Let's wander around town. Let's see if we can come up with some designs for you. Now that I know what you want, maybe we can come up with some good ideas.
Hey, want to join me for a stroll before I get started on my design?
Sure, let's go.
Well, sure. I think that'd be mighty helpful. In fact, let's walk around and see if we can come up with an idea that'll blow their socks off.
Hey, doing all right? So, how did our sand wall perform? Did it keep your house spick and span, sand-free, speckless even?
Oh, you wanted to talk about this before we go on the walk around town. Okay, it's super effective.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. I had a theory that a flying sand type would be weak against walls.
What is it, a Pokemon?
Well, in any case, this is still only a prototype. At some point, I'll look into improving my design and call it, I don't know, something along the lines of Sand Wall Level 2.
All right, how about we workshop that?
Working title, working title. In any case, don't forget to always come in and check on my catalog over at the CJ, short for Construction Junction, and stay up to date on what kind of architectural additions you may be in the market for.
Well, I am going to need a barn sooner or later. I've got a baby calf Yakmel in a box right now. It's kind of a problem, but that's a later day.
Thanks for the feedback.
Okay. So we're walking around now? I think she's walking with me now. Yeah, okay. Find inspiration, it says. We got something going on over here. Are we gonna look at my house?
Well, this is where it all started. I reckon. I used to sit around here and draw these buildings again and again and again. I'd give them upgrades, of course. I'd always draw a giant fan on the blue moon to blow sandstorms away. Of course, I had to stop once it got dark. That is if my ma hadn't come looking for me already. She'd help me finish my drawing if I hadn't. Then we'd go home. Can't help but be a bit nostalgic for those times. Happy family, not a care in the world. Hey, that reminds me. Me and my ma used to draw little murals on the sides of mountains. There's one not that far from town. I haven't been down that way in a Panbat's age. Come on, let's go find it. I want to show you.
Okay.
Dang, how many years has it been since I last went? Hope it's still there.
I hope we don't get assaulted by vicious monsters.
I guess last time I went was before Atara.
I imagine the monsters can't attack the NPCs. They can only attack
How
me.
many years has it been since I last went? Hope it's still there.
All right, where are we going, Heidi?
How did I almost forget about this?
Okay, roosters will ignore her.
Oh, I guess last time I went was before Atara.
I better clear these guys out.
Oh, I guess last time I went was before Atara.
Did we get there? Okay.
Wasn't it right here? Ah, shoot. I know it's close. Let's spread out.
Okay, well, the glowing sparkles give me a pretty good idea what we're looking for.
Hey! Hey!
Aha! There it is. Thanks.
Limestone and granite. Okay, that's a new material.
First thought, I'm lucky to have had a supportive family to stop me from giving up on my drawings. Well, I did a passable job of drawing my ma. That's her, all right. Her and my pa were sweethearts, even when they were in school. Did I ever tell you about them? Ah, yeah. They were like straight out of an old romance novel. It was actually my ma that made the first move. But my pa didn't want to mess up what they had, so he said no. And then almost immediately regretted it and went chasing after her. So they started on equal footing. Kinda nice.
Your mom sounds like a go-getter.
Yeah, she was. Best anyone could ever ask for. I guess it wasn't too long after I drew this that
She'd be proud of you.
Yeah, that's why I do a lot of what I do, you know? Hey, you know what? It's because my parents encouraged me that I'm even in this competition in the first place. Why was I ever even deliberating over this? Here, let me show you some of what I've been kicking around. In fact, I think I've got a little something extra now that'll really top it off.
Was that a schoolhouse?
Check it out. It's a school. This external part here is kind of like the mural, hugging the interior. The sand will roll right off the roof. A place like this will be nice and sturdy for generations to come.
I think your ma'd love it.
She would. You know, for a second there, it felt like she was here again. She always knew what to say when I was getting discouraged. And hey, I think you deserve some credit too. If you hadn't stepped in, I'd still be back littering at the oasis. Joking. I never litter. And no one should. Anyway, thanks. You're the best. I better get back to my office to finish this off while I'm still in the zone.
All right, Whisper of the Heart complete. And is there any other place up here we can get more of this? Well, first of all, there's a treasure chest right here. Let's crack that open. Armor display piece. Is there any more of that granite and limestone up here? Because that's a resource I would like to get. I feel like there were some things that we could make with that, with some of our... I think it was part of the upgrade, too, for one of the machines. But I'm not seeing any more of it right now. Or anything that I could hit with my hammer. Where would it be kind of hidden away? And whose fence is this, by the way? Is this somebody's property? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see any more granite or limestone. I think that was a one-shot deal there. We might be... It might be one of those things where, like, they figured I'd be further on in the game than I actually am by the time I triggered this event. Because I did kind of go around grinding social experience for the first half of this playthrough, like, pretty hardcore. So maybe we're further into our relationships with people than we are, like, theoretically supposed to be for the tech level that we're at. And so they're giving me a reward of materials that I might have already had access to otherwise. You know what I'm thinking? Yeah, I don't see anything else I can smash with the pick hammer. So I guess we're done here. Which means it's back to... it's back to commissions now. And then figuring out what to do with our stamina for the day. It is only noon. We haven't found Mian yet today, so I'd like to find her and try out giving her that gift we kind of came up with. Let's see. I don't think I want iron scrap, really, because it's much more efficient for me to mine for ore than to go after the scrap. So, yeah, for now, we'll go see about commissions, since we got free time. And then where could Mian be? She's either out in the desert or I guess she might be at her workshop. There's Nia.
Sandrock's bigger than I expected. Luckily, I brought my sneakers, huh?
Okay. We can't fully interact with her yet because she's not a full-fledged citizen yet. Let me check her workshop real quick, just see if she's there. Working. So this is her home, and her workshop's around back. Grace is everywhere today. She's making sure we see her. She's like, I heard you're going after that little Mian cat, that little minx, that little vixen, and I'm gonna make sure you see me all day, every day. All right, let's check in with Mian.
Elsie wants me to build her a whoopee cushion so she can play tricks on her dad.
Yeah, we talked about that before, Mian, but you're still cute, so I'm gonna give you this iron plate and see if you like it.
Thanks, I love it!
Nice. Plus 14, okay. How did you get this? Your salvaging is getting so good. Okay, so we know two things she really likes now, right? The chromium bar and the iron plate. Yeah, she loves both of these. Okay, so the iron plate's easier to get. Actually, these days, both of these are... The chromium bar might be easier to get because it's one step to get it, whereas this, we have to smelt the steel and then make the iron plate. Up to 4 hearts with her and Grace. Like, Mian, we've had a couple of romance options in the dialogues. Grace, we really haven't. She's kind of more difficult. She hasn't really acknowledged us as a romantic partner yet. Like, she clearly likes us. We are her buddy. Whereas with Mian, we're Mian's buddy too. So we haven't quite reached good friend level with either of them, but we know what they like, so we can keep giving them gifts and buttering them up. We can keep playing critters with them. All right, let's go. Okay, we both played an elephant. Okay, both played that. Okay, there's a win, and... Okay, so it's a draw. That's too bad. Yeah, that's a loss. Okay. Well, let's go elephants. All right, one more elephant and maybe we win unless she plays a mouse. Nice. Okay, there's a victory. Let's open with an elephant this time. Okay, then we'll open with... We'll go with... I think she's gonna play a cat. Nice. Back to elephant. And finish with mouse. Big win. Okay. Plus 13. Nice. Okay, let's get out of here. What else are we doing? We were gonna go talk to Mort, right? Let's get over there quickly by calling Lickety. He can run much faster than we can. Mort has like a blue check mark next to his name for a reason that I don't understand. So we're gonna check this out. Did we finish something for him?
Howdy.
Greetings, young one. Settling in all right? We got photo of the old water tower -1.
Say, if it's not too much trouble, might I make a request? My wife and I were here from the earliest beginnings of Sandrock, back when it was little more than an undiscovered oasis. Through it all, I had a relic camera to chronicle our life. I stored all the photos inside a photo album, but before the last sandstorm, my memory failed me and I left the album outside. After the storm, it was gone. Now I've made peace with losing the photos, but there may yet be time to make a few more memories. Could you make a new photo album for this old soul?
Sure thing. So there's a picture of Mason and Mort, who looks like a wizard.
This photo was taken not that long ago.
His voice changed.
Mason built that water tower by the oasis. Look at how tired he is in this photo. Must have been a lot of work. People were discouraged back then. It's fortunate that Matilda and Miguel came around to inspire a bit of hope. Not only did they inspire us, but they got behind projects that promoted the conservation of nature and water. What's that phrase they're always spouting? In any case, they made sure we always had enough to drink. But the desert is still growing, and soon everything will have dried up, though I may not live to see it. People are leaving Sandrock again. Only old fools like me are stubborn enough to stay, young one. Thank you for bringing this to me. It feels good to share these old stories with someone who will hear them. Please stop by if you find any more of my photos.
Okay. So we must have found that in the desert somewhere. I guess that's what happened. All right. Let's pick up a couple commissions. We'll make Mort his photo album and we'll do some commission work. And then I'll have to, oh, damn. Look at this. We're 45 minutes in. I guess all the stuff with, like, with Heidi really chewed up a lot of time there, huh? Okay. So we're gonna have to stop mid-episode and come back and finish the day next time. Because I've got like another 15 minutes of work to do on this day, so I can't really justify a full hour-length episode. 45 minutes is already way too long for YouTube, and way too long for you guys, so we'll call it there. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the playthrough, and hope you enjoyed this one. When we come back, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make the album and do some commissions and manage our stamina, and then hit the sack and get ready for the next day, but that'll all have to wait for next time. This one's over. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.